silly glove on, forgot about that. Go. Can I push it? There we go, that's a bit better. It's draining my neck so much now. Right. Fact. Let's select several, like so. I'm going to pop them all into Photoshop. Oh, no, we're not. I wasn't expecting that. I'm going to right click. So that doesn't work. No, that doesn't work either. Oh, right, okay. I wonder if that's why. Let's see if we can drag him up that way. That doesn't work. You'd think it would, wouldn't you? A bit of a mare, yeah? Let's come down here, turn that off. Oh, I didn't want to close it. This has thrown me now. Who'd have thought something so basic would be so confusing? Let's see if we can do it that way then. That would work on a Mac. Didn't seem to work on this one then. Is that properties thing? Change, there we go. Apply, okay. Oh, that was embarrassing, wasn't it? Hey, thanks for the share. Who was that? Why is that not coming? Did I share myself, did I? Oh dear, right, how did I manage that? Hey, Star Plays. I'm good, thanks. How about yourself? So I'm trying to find some nice bits of bramble to add into this picture that I've been working on. Turn that off. Let's have a look. What I'm trying to do, I want to select this big bit of bramble here, see if I can do something interesting with it. So that was when we removed the background on this one. Hey Brandon, how you doing? Made no difference there then. Right, okay. So that doesn't work on this one. So what I'd have to do is change the brush. I was going to do that. I'd have to take out all the mask like that individually. Which is kind of pointless trying to do it with a pen, with a mouse, when the whole point of this was use the drawing thing. Just quickly, maybe roughly, just see if it works. Might not work, might be a waste of time. But we'll have a look. Hey, Cymro. I'm from South Wales, so I'm from Cardiff originally, which you might be able to tell from the accent. But I'm currently living out in the Vale of Glamorgan. But I have lived up in North Wales, and I've lived down in West Wales. So actually, we're going to have to take all that out because that branch cuts across what I'm doing. Right, okay. Currently I'm working on this piece which is based on Blodeuwydd. nice. Hey Dan, thanks for the likes. Yeah, I used to live up in Bangor myself. So you know the big Tesco on the outskirts of Bangor? I actually helped get that opened up. Worked there for a few years. Bangor, aye. Hey, thanks for the tofu. Who was that? Thank you, whoever it was. Nicole, thank you very much. So this is what we're working on today. We're making a digital image from some old photos, and this is going to be about Blodeuwedd, famous flower lady of Welsh folklore and mythology, literature.
Gorgeous art you are doing there.
Thank you. Ooh, that's wrong. Is it? I've been to Carnarvon for years and years. I can't really remember much about it, to be honest with you. But yeah, Bangor wasn't much to shout about when I was living there. They knocked down all the precinct that used to be there. When I was there, they opened up the Wetherspoons. That's how long ago it was. So we've got this one we're working on, and then the next one is this one. So we've got a bit of work to do on 2 of these today. So these might actually be my Eisteddfod entries this year. If I can get them looking decent. I want to get some flowers in the background of this one. Some big sort of flowers. Remember on Bangor High Street, right down the far end, away from the centre, there used to be like an old cinema that we used to go in. There was an arcade on the ground floor. I think that's gone as well. Finish work and go sit in there for an hour and play on the games. It was good. So I used to live by Cobb Records, just around the corner from Cobb Records. Hey, thank you, Nicole. Right, so I'm going to pull up my window here, which is a program called Luminar. So it's going to take out the art. So I'm looking for some stuff to put in the background on this behind her. Hey, thanks for the follow as well. Nice one. Cheers. So whereabouts in Angles are you then? Cymro? Carn? Is it Carn? Is that your... Yeah, I had loads of records in there. Used to go in every week and look in the cheap new entry. They used to have a box with all the stuff that just come in, the second-hand stuff. Ooh, okay. That could be quite nice, actually.
How's weather up in Wales right now? Haven't been there in a long time.
It's a bit grey and overcast today, South Wales, so pretty much as you'd expect for this time of year. So I'm on the South Wales coast, so I can actually see across to England from where I live. So I can see North Devon and North Somerset. I'm going to pop this one into here. So I'm going to just quickly throw a mask on this. And I'm going to get some brush. And I'm just
Lucky
going to...
guy you are for living in such a beautiful place.
Yeah, it's not bad round here. I do like it round here, I've got to be honest. I used to live down in down in West Wales, down by, well, in Saundersfoot. That was nice. And by Tenby. Lived in Tenby as well. That was nice. Lived in Cornwall as well. Cornwall was nice. Don't think I'd go back there though. Like I got a choice, but there we go. Let's grab that one. Oh no, how do we get it to there then? I'm gonna have to close some of these. Right, so I want that one. I'll have that one. I've already done that one. Don't think we need that one. Oh, I really wish they would fix this stupid tab system they got on. Right, so take this one across. They should give you, why they don't give you a way to slide across these tabs, it's just beyond. Right, so this is the one I want. This is so bad. Let's pop this down here. Right, so if I can go up to that one. Right, so that's all I want to do is be able to grab this and put it into this one. There we go. And then I can... Right, there we go. So now we got this. We can do a bit of work with it. Hey, Lizelle. Hey, Superkin. Welsh to the car. There we go. Cymru. So I'm not a Welsh speaker, I'm afraid. Cymru. Not for lack of trying either, I'm afraid. That's kind of nice like that, isn't it? I'm not sure what's going on. So that should stay up there. I'm trying to move this one. Oh, thank you, Nicole. Oh, cheers. Thank you very much. So where did you go when you went to Wales then, Nicole? Just going to flip this one on the horizontal because I think that will look better. Ah, right, there we go. Down a bit. Right, okay, so that's good. I like that. So if I now go into the mask here, so what I'm going to try and do. Arif.
Went to the northern part, but would like to visit more. Any recommendation?
Oh, West Wales is always good. Arif, you're mistaken because ChatGPT couldn't do this because ChatGPT can only come up with old ideas. I'm coming up with new ones, mate. They'll do this in a few years when it's absorbed it into the hive mind. But if you think AI could do this, you're sadly mistaken. But you can't, so you don't know what this isn't finished. This is work in progress. So, and this I've used AI art. I know its limitations.
AI could never recreate this.
No, because this is a fresh new idea coming from my head, and AI doesn't have ideas. It just regurgitates old ideas in new ways. Not often are new, to be honest, but having a conversation with someone on YouTube as well who seems to think AI could do a better job. There we go. Probably one of those people that thinks when they prompt AI they're artists, which is always hilarious. Oh, where's my background gone? Oh, okay, that's what I've gone wrong. So I've got enough undo. There we go. That's what I was doing. I was doing the layer rather than the mask.
For how long have you been doing this kind of art?
This kind of art only since about 2019 was when I started doing this. But I do sort of traditional art as well sometimes on my lives. So, this was an original drawing that I did last week. So this is one that's based on sort of an old photo. So this is what I did before Christmas. This one's a bit bigger. But I use a lot of old photos in my work, so I collect old photos. So I'll show you some here. So I got some here. So this is the girl in that drawing. Wrong way. The one behind me.
Looks so good people would think it's printed.
Yeah, I keep getting that when I'm working on them in lives. People come and say, "Oh, you're just pretending. You printed that, and you're just going over the top." Anyone who's actually watched them from start to finish would know it's complete nonsense. Right, we got a release. Good. But so eventually this will end up, if I open one up, let's see if I got one there I can open. No, it didn't. Mate, I've used ChatGPT. I know how crap it is, and everything that comes out of it looks completely soulless. You can delude yourself it's good, but if you've got any kind of education in the visual arts, you'll know it's not. And why it's not. So yeah, so they end up. So I make things like this. So this one was actually at the Eisteddfod in 2019. So these are kind of blended images from the old photos. So these actually I sell these. These sell quite well. Hey, Dillyweed, thank you. So there's another one. Oh, what's happening? Frozen there. There's another one of them there. They're sort of like, see the old photos. I blend them all together there like that. It's nice for you, Arif. See, the thing is, you think I care. I don't. Good luck to you. Let's get rid of that one. I don't need that anymore. So, where's the one I was interested in? Further on. Oh, don't tell me I deleted it. Oh, I must have done. Close that one. Are you trying to learn Basque? Wow.
It looks awesome.
Hey, Dillyweed, thank you.
Have you ever thought about teaching art?
I
You
did.
are really good at it.
I did actually train as an art teacher years ago, but I never went into it. I do. I give lots of advice on here, so people come on when I'm doing my drawings and stuff, and they ask. Kind of like the fact it's got the colour in it against the black and white as well. But we're gonna just drop the saturation out of that, maybe. Okay. So I'm not convinced on this yet, but I want something like that behind it, like a big bank of flowers. Oh, cheers, Nicole, thank you. Right, so what we'll do, we'll stick a feather around this one. Just a little feather. So then when I do the edges, I can use a hard brush. And we've got the feather there. Is that where you live then? Is it Cymru?
Got to go, but your live made my day better. Good luck on your projects and have a nice day.
Oh, thank you, Nicole, and thank you for the gifts as well. Lovely to meet you. Oh, cheers, thank you. So, is this too... I don't like it when you see like really heavily feathered layers in images like this. They just look like obvious that it's computer manipulated, so it might be that this... Oh, this concept doesn't stand. Oh, did I not put the pictures on? Right. Portraits. Sorry, I just saw how bad this AI guy's image is. Oh dear. Gotta laugh. Oh well, it'll amuse your 3 subscribers, won't it? There we go. Let's look down here. What do you think? Why? How do I do them? I forgot how do I do them. Ah, right, there we go. We've got one of them, haven't we? We got one of them, and we do the doppelganger. And we do that. So those are those 2. Just reminding myself what keys these are. There we go. That one's that one. So that one is that one. There we go. So what I've got to figure out is if these will actually work. Can you put an adjustment layer on that? I think you can you? Add. No, wrong one. So I want a hue saturation layer. What I'm going to do, I'm going to constrain it to that layer. So now that means it'll only work on that one. So what I can do there, I can turn the saturation right down on it. I'll lighten this up. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be the right layer for this image. What other ones have we got? Close. Right, let's just have a little search around in here. Let's have a look. Unfortunately, despite being called AI, this actually have the kind of sensible AI that Photos has, Mac Photos, which will actually consider what's in the image when you do a search. So Which would have been useful. Nothing, no. Where else will we find some nice stuff like that? It's probably so slow. I don't know why it's so slow. There won't be anything in there. Might be stuff in there. Let's have a look. I can search on my phone. This slow because hike files. Could be. Hopefully that window's still open. Sorry. God, this nonsense is just sort of instantaneous on the back.
Sea is far, this tree is part.
Oh, that's not too bad, is it?
sea, this flower, this tree, this heart.
One person, right? Two minutes, right? Just get onto the layer. Let's get a brush. Hey, Ruff, how are you? Check this a sec. Could be work. I do. I remember you, Ruff. I remember the username. Sorry, just go check this a second. Radstock. The hell's Radstock? Right, down south of Bristol, that's a no-no then. Not doing that. Can't honestly see a way of making this one work. Background bit. Let's have a look on the filter. Pump the contrast right up. Drop exposure a bit. Also drop blacks because there's not a lot of contrast in this. See now what that does. Takes a while on this one. No, that doesn't work. This is just going to be too, what's the word? Too complex for the quick tools. See, AI can't do this. AI can't pick me up brilliant branches from a bramble tree. Unfortunately. If it could, I'd use it. Let's see what remove background does on this. This should be interesting. Might freeze you. Sometimes we freeze. Not quite. That's not all the interesting bits in me, really. Let's just take this in anyway. Let's see what happens. You can have a play. That's the joy of doing this digitally. You can just play with this stuff. That wind up there? Oh, just by accident. Okay. Off. Let's have a play around with this. Interesting. What are the odds on that? Look at this. So they almost practically meet up. The branches there just move slightly. What happened? No. Does give me a bit of opportunity. Dillyweed, thank you for all these likes, appreciate it. So look, I might be able to blend these actually in quite well. Just because of those weird little So do on them. So what I'm doing here, I'm masking. So I don't know if you know Photoshop, when you mask, you sort of like create a layer over the top that hides what's below it. Quite handy tool. Let's see where this goes. So when we come down here, you lose a lot of this. We want to see this lovely garden gate that's here. Lose all that as well. I could switch up to a
Love
bigger brush.
using masking in Clip Studio Paint.
Ah, right.
Sometimes far better than just regular erasing.
That's it. Well, it's always better, as far as I'm concerned, because you've always got that option to go back and fix something that you might have accidentally erased. So, I'm a big fan of it. But now that does look like it blends in a bit more, doesn't it? So if I drop my... Never tried Clip Studio Paint. I think that used to be... Or was it Coral Photo? Like 20 years ago? There was one that used to be Coral
Love
Photo.
using it especially for shading.
Yeah. I can get some nice gradients on it as well, can't you? Oh, look, that works. Okay. Bit of contrast in it. See, that's just going to make that little lift even. Now I'm starting to like this. Or it might have been the other one. There was one that used to be Coral Paint, so I started using Coral Paint, like, well, 2000. I remember doing old album covers with it.
Clip Studio Paint was marketed as Manga Studio before it became
Right.
Clip Studio Paint, I believe.
No, it's the other one. There's
Back
another
in
one.
like 2011.
There's another one that's I can't remember the name of. There was one that was originally that program which I used to use myself, so it's quite late. Well, no, actually, I was quite young to Photoshop, so I actually used Photoshop version 1. So we're talking 94, 93, I think it was. I'm sure it was version 1. We're trying to outage each other there, look. But then I stopped using it after college, and I used Coral Paint, just because my mate had a copy I could have. Did the same sort of thing, you know. It was only when I got into work and I had to use Photoshop in work that I got training in Photoshop, and I never looked back.
Clip Studio is real nice. If you want to try it, I believe they've usually got like 30-day trial.
Yeah. I want to sort of start getting some drawing programs, because, well, no, I don't. I like doing this, which is photo manipulation. I'm not big on drawing on the screen, though, you know. Yeah, I like that. That works. So what I'll do, I'll put a layer between. That's gone. Right, so we're not using that. Put a layer there.
I used to use Photoshop, but bought the perpetual license to CSP version 1 back in like 2012, 2013.
Yeah. Oh, I had, because I used to have like my own office and business, and they all needed, because we did web stuff, a lot of web stuff. So I think I had CS 5.5 was the last one I bought, but it was the full creative suite, so it was like £1,500 a license, and I had like 3 or 4 of them for everyone, because you get everything then. You get Dreamweaver, you get the video editing. So yeah, so we were very happy when we switched over to this subscription model. But yeah, they used to, you used to buy a version and it'd last for years and years, and then you just paid the upgrade, which was a lot cheaper. But now I just use. Oh, hang on. Oh, excuse me. Now I just use the Adobe Photo Plan, because that gives you access to just Photoshop, which is the only thing I really need now, because I can do all my video editing in Resolve, which is free.
Now I've moved over completely. Prefer Lightroom and Photoshop for photography. Expensive though.
Yeah, well, it's not too bad what I got. So just, I think you can get. I've never used Lightroom at all, so I've got no sort of experience with it. But you can get the photo plan. I'm paying, I think it was only £9 a month, which to me is is worth it. But they just updated it, so it's £13 a month now. But you get Lightroom, you get Adobe Express, and you get Photoshop. I don't know if they're still offering it, because I think I might be on a legacy plan, so I'm just going to keep it going. Because I'm so used to it now. When I tried using... Is it Atrium? It's not Atrium, is it? I couldn't get to grips with it. So much muscle memory, you talk like 20, 30 years of muscle memory. Trying to override that, it's really tough. Did we put our layer in? We didn't. Right.
Sometimes those offers are region-based as well, apparently. Sad face.
Oh, right. Yeah, well, I used to buy an annual fee, and I'd always buy it around Black Friday day, because this was the first year they've stopped doing it. So I used to buy, because my wife uses it as well.
But it was like 200 to cancel the subscription when I had to.
Yeah, you got to time it right. I've had that in the past. Not 200, it wasn't as much as that, but they wanted a fortune. But yeah, so I used to buy an annual plan. It was the 20 gig photo plan, and it'd be about 80 quid for the year. So you just redeem the code and you'd have Photoshop for the year for 80 quid and Lightroom. But this was the first year they discontinued that plan, which is annoying. But I was on a monthly plan anyway, but my wife used to have the annual plan. Let's give this a fill. That's better. So all my edges are quite rough on this. So what I'll do when I'm happy with the image, I go in and I refine all the mask edges. Not quite there yet. Let's go through the history. So, oh, he thinks I've gone to sleep. Yeah, if you're on like an annual sort of subscription, which is cheaper with Adobe, it can be really expensive. But apparently, if you upgrade, you get like 30 days of being able to cancel, so you can upgrade to a more expensive plan, but then cancel it that way, so you don't incur the fees. I don't know if that works, but I know people used to do that. Yeah, that's nice, isn't it? That kind of works a bit better.
In the end, Clip Studio offers more than Photoshop for manga artists, and it has as good animation
Ah, right, okay.
features as well.
Yeah, they sort of altered all the animation in Photoshop, because they used to make GIFs in Photoshop. It was fun. Back in the old days. Right, so let's see what happens when we clip this layer now to the other one. Yeah, it's kind of, well, you know, I trained video on Adobe Premiere, and you know, and sound as well, but you've got everything you need in Resolve, and it's free. And so you've got the video editing, you've got grading, you've got effects and sound editing all in one program, which is like brilliant. Ah, right, let's see there. Without that. With that. No, not with that. Yeah, that's better. So I'll put some more bramble coming out of her fingers, because I like doing silly things like that. Maybe, oh, little plants growing up out of her hand. How are we doing time-wise? Ooh, right, okay. This might actually mean I need to use some stock photo, because I know I haven't got any yet then.
But in the end, whatever program or materials you are comfortable with, Yarno.
Oh yeah, of course. Well, I'm doing this now on Windows, so I'm completely lost. I keep things I just do without thinking on Mac, I can't do on here, and it's getting used to it. But that's the thing, you get so much memory, muscle memory. Doing it one way, it can be tricky sometimes. So I used to be all Windows, you know, like around 2006. I used to build my own PCs, and I was completely sort of Windows based. But then I got a Mac, and I had to get used to using a Mac, and it was the end of the world, you know. But now I've gone the other way now,
I
and
get
use
it,
Windows.
LMAO. I have tried to control plus Z on paper so many times, LMAO.
Yeah. Oh, that was
Muscle memory for sure.
that was one of the hardest ones on the Mac, was not Control Z, but what I did, you could swap the modifier keys, so I swapped them round. So my Control key was my Apple key. Right, so we're going to try this one now. Right, let's go with that. Oh, where'd that go? Right, let's take this this across if we can we? Will it allow me? Yeah. Where did that go? So that needs to go right up to the top.
What are you using to photo bash Wacom, XP pen, regular or mouse?
This is XP pen. So it does the job. I couldn't afford a Wacom. So yeah, I got the older pen. Just really handy for for masking more than anything.
Nice. I bought a Cintiq 13 second hand for like 50% 10 years ago. Still with me.
Oh, tidy.
I've
Yeah,
heard good about XP pen.
yeah. I'm not. I've got nothing to compare it to. So I think if I was using something else, it'd have to be pretty sort of spectacular for me to think it was any better. So this is a 15-inch one, 16-inch actually. So it's it's a good size for drawing. The only thing I don't like is the slippiness of the surface. How are you doing that? I know which selected brush. It's because I haven't selected it. That's right. There we go.
I think there's screen protectors you can buy that makes it feel like paper.
Yeah. I've seen stuff like that, but I didn't bother at the start, so I'm kind of used to it now, but I don't really know how to draw on this kind of stuff, so... Right. But no complaints at all about it. It's been a nice bit of kit. I tried to persuade my mate to get when he does a lot of video stuff, so like comping stuff and masking on video. So I said, oh, well, you should get yourself one of these because it's just so much easier trying to draw, especially when you can see it in front of you like this. So like my son did an illustration course and they got a free tablet, but it's one of those ones that's just like a tablet, there's no screen, so not sure how easy that is to use. I think that was a Wacom now.
Used those tablets for many years before I got my Cintiq.
Ah, right. I suppose you get used to them like anything else, isn't it? So do you do anything on paper now, or is it all
My
digital?
Cintiq has my heart now, LMAO. Oi, mostly sketching out ideas on paper though.
Yeah, I do that as well. Sort of, I'll sketch with photos to a degree, but I'll also like use paper based on the photos I know I've got. So I'll sort of come up with some ideas on paper sometimes. Oh, I like that actually. Just because something won't work. Oh, wrong one.
I have so many sketchbooks, haha, laying around. Occasionally getting used.
Yeah, I'm not a big sketcher. I've never been big in the sketchbook thing. Probably why I'm rubbish, but there we go. So you working on anything exciting at the moment, Dilly? Oh, I know I can do it. I can stick a curves layer above it, can't I?
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Oh, I said you got... What are you working on at the minute? Anything exciting, or...?
Ah, yeah. Drawing my main characters for my comic.
Ah, cool. So what's the comic about?
It's a fantasy drama that follows two characters, Ki and Cyril, in their daily lives. In the Fiend world.
Alright, is this all your own writing as well, or...?
Yep.
Oh, nice. So, do you self-publish, or did you publish them or anything?
So now I am doing character art of them.
Right. Yeah, I used to be well into my comic art myself. I did try, back when I was 16, 17, I sent in a few pages to 2000 AD in the hope they'd take me on. they didn't.
I'm going to self-publish on Webtoon mostly.
All right, cool. So have you got like a Kickstarter or anything going on, or?
Nah, it's a free passion project as of now.
I like the way this is going now, actually. Not sure about the character in the background.
It's got a few fans who are eagerly waiting LMAO, but man, it's scary. Feeling like I can disappoint
Yeah,
someone.
yeah. Well, as long as you think as long as you're happy with what it is you're doing, I think that's the important thing, isn't it? At the end of the day, you've got to be proud of what you've done. Oh yeah, I do like that now. That's coming together. So I'm just admiring my own handiwork for a second.
It's me and a friend who is co-writing it essentially.
Oh.
And I draw it.
Oh, cool.
She's super excited, LMAO.
Well, you never know. It just takes somebody to pick it up and like it, and so many good things have started from that kind of self-publishing thing. Right, I'm going to stop now. I'm going to take a break, Dilly. I feel
I
the
see
need.
it as a learning experience for sure. Expanding and exiting my self-made comfort zone.
That's it. That's it. You don't, that's a I bounce around with what I do quite a lot because I get bored otherwise. So I think it's always good to try something new and challenge yourself. Definitely.